a circle. And we have the formula for the area of a segment, which is area of a sector minus the area of a triangle. If we remember, if you still remember the formula for the area of sector, we have two formula. But when it comes in finding the area of the segment, the formula that we're going to use in the area of sector is r squared, or radius squared times the angle divided by 2, minus the area of a triangle. The formula for the area of triangle is 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. That's the area of triangle and the area of sector, right? Which is what we're going to use to find the area of our segment. A combination of two formulas from sector and triangle. For example, we have to find the area of segment in this circle that we have. Okay, now with this slide, for example, we have a circle Q with a radius of 4 meter and an angle which is 90 degrees. And we need to find the area of the segment which is shaded in our circle. So given that the circle that we have on the screen, the formula in finding for our area of segment is equal to r squared times the angle divided by 2 minus the area of a triangle, which is base times height divided by 2. That is the formula for the area of segment. But before we proceed in solving for the area of segment, we need to have the value for the angle in terms of radians. If you still remember the one that we have discussed yesterday, which is we convert the degree form of angle into radian. So we have 90 degrees. That's the angle given in degree form. And we need to convert it into radian. So multiply by pi, or radian, over 180. So 90 times the radian, which will be equal to 90 radian over 180. 90 divided by 180, or in lowest form, is equal to radian over 2. So that is what we're going to use in solving for the area of our segment, since we have already the value for the angle. So let's proceed. Our radius is 4 meter. So 4 squared times the radiant angle, which is radian divided by 2, over 2 minus the base and the height. The base of the height of the triangle is just your radius. And we know that radius is equal since it's equidistant to our center, to any point of the circle. So that means the value for B is the radius that we have, which is also 4. And the value for height is also the radius that we have, which is 4, divided by 2. So let's solve. So 4 squared, which is equal to 16, multiplied by radian over 2, divided by 2, minus 4 times 4 is equal also to 16, divided by 2. So 16 radian times over 2 is equal to 16 radian over 2 divided by 2 minus 16 divided by 2 is 8. So 16 divided by 2 radian is equal to 8 radian divided by 2 minus 8. So 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4 radian minus 8. So before we subtract the 4 radiant by 8, we need to multiply 4 to the exact value of radiant or pi. So 4 times the exact value of pi. So we will be having 12.57 minus 8. We get the 12.57 by getting the value of 4 multiplied to the pi, or 13.14. So we have 12 minus 57 minus 8 is equal to 4.57. So that's the area of the segment that we have in our circle. Question in this example that we have on the screen.
Teacher, how did you
Yes.
get the 4 for the BH?
How did we get the 4 for the BH? We get the 4 for the BH by the radius that we have.
So the H is also 4?
Yes, po. Your radius is your base and your height for the triangle in the circle that we have, since radius is always equal. Okay, okay now with this example, let's try another one. Can I clear the screen with this example that we have? Okay. For example, we have this circle. We
Good
need to
afternoon.
find, good afternoon. We need to find the area of a segment given that the radius is equal to 18 inches and an angle which is equal to 60 degrees. So we need to convert the measurement of the angle, which is 60 degrees, into radian form to find our area of segment. So let's convert central angle, which is equal to 60 degrees, multiplied by radian over 180. So 60 times radian is equal to 60 radian over 180. Lowest term, 60 over 180 is equal to radian, or 1/3 radian over 3. So this is the one that we're going to use in the formula for the area of the segment for the measurement of the angle, which is radian over 3. Our formula for the area of segment is radius squared multiplied by the angle divided by 2 minus the formula for the triangle, which is base times height divided by 2. So radius, we have 18 inches squared times the angle in radian form, which is radian over 3 divided by 2 minus the base of the triangle, which is 18, multiplied by the height divided by 2. So 18 squared is equal to 324 times radian over 3 divided by 2 minus 324 over 2. So 324 times radian divided by 3, we will be having, or you can simply divide first 324 divided by 3. 324 divide 3 is equal to 108 radian. So 108 radian divide 2 minus 324 divided by 2, which is equal to 162. So 108 divide 2 is equal to 54 radian minus 162. So 54 times the value of radian, so 54 times the value of our radian, which is equals to 169.64.65 minus 162. So 169.65 minus 162 is equal to 7.65. So that's the area of our segment, which is equal to 7.65 inches. That's the area of our segment, given that the radius is 18 inches and a central angle which is equal to 60 degrees. Question in this example?
You turn it into radian by multiplying it by pi divided by 180.
Mm-hmm.
And then you use that for the angle.
Yes.
Ah. Okay.
No need to change the unit. Add the unit for the area. You need inches squared because we're solving for the area, so it's inches squared. It's one. Yes po. It's centimeters squared. Let's have another example for solving for the area of segment. Okay, now with this one,
Yes.
for example, we have this circle. So for example, we have this circle that has a radius of 3 centimeter and an angle which is equal to 45 degrees. Let's say 40 degrees. So we have 3 centimeter for our radius and a 40 degrees angle for our circle A. And we need to find the area of a segment in our circle. So we need to convert the degree form of our angle into radian. So angle which is equal to 40 degrees, multiply by radian over 180, which will be equal to 40 radian divided by 180. Or we can write it into radian or 2 radian, lowest term, over 9. So that is the angle that we're going to use in the formula to find the area of our segment. 2 radian over 9. Yes, Gabby, do you have something to say?
I just multiply 2 by 3.14 and divide that by 9 and just use that.
You can use that if you want. If you want to use, or you can use 2 times the value of pi, divide by 9, which is 0.7. So you can either use the radian form or the decimal form. Whatever your choice is. Since ayaw naman ni Gabi mag-fraction.
Yeah.
Gusto naman decimal form. Ayaw na naman sa fraction.
Yeah.
Sige. So let's use this decimal form. For our formula for the area of segment, which is radius squared times the angle divided by 2 minus base times the height divided by 2. So radius, we have 3 centimeter squared multiplied by 0.7 divide 2 minus 3 times 3 divide 2. So 3 squared is equal to 9 multiplied to 0.7 divide 2 minus 3 times 9, 3 is equal to 9 divided by 2. So 9 times 0.7 is equal to 6.3 over 2 minus 4.5. So 6.3 divided by 2 is equal to 3.15 minus 4.5. So the area of our segment is equal to 3.14 minus 4.5 negative 1.35. So that's the area of our segment, centimeter squared. Given that the radius of our circle is 3 and a central angle which is 40 degrees. Okay na, with this example, try to solve for this circle. For example, we have this given circle. And we need to find the area of the segment. Given that we have 6 centimeter for our radius and a central angle which is equal to 60 degrees. What will be the area of the segment?
Hello. Ah, what is he saying?
Okay. So kindly prepare for the quiz that you're going to have tomorrow. I will not include the area of segment in the quiz that you're going to have. The quiz will be only about area of sector, the one that we have discussed last time. But I will not include the area of segment. Okay, since we are not yet done with the segment. Okay, so kindly just prepare for the quiz. That will be all for this morning. For this afternoon. Bye, everyone.
Or, yeah,
Wait,
afternoon.
what, teacher? Wait, teacher, what happened? Teacher, I'm still answering the thing. Let me finish.
Yeah,
Teacher,
you can finish it, and
I
then we
won't
will
be
check it.
satisfied.
We will check it. Bye.
Interesting.
Be ready on your quiz tomorrow.
I was
Okay.
about to be correct too.